Sometimes, life doesn't give us signs in the form of words. It gives us a feeling, a strange peace when they're near, a quiet ache when they're gone. You don't understand why you care so deeply, why your soul recognizes them in a way it never did before. And that's where love psychology whispers a truth. Some connections are not random. They are meant to be. Here are 20 deep psychological signs this person is truly meant to be. Your life partner. Listen carefully, because somewhere between these lines, you may recognize your person. 1. You feel a sense of home in their presence. Psychology says, when you meet the right person, your nervous system relaxes. You don't feel the need to impress, explain, or pretend. You just breathe easier. Their presence feels like safety, not excitement mixed with fear, but warmth mixed with peace. They become the calm after every storm inside you. 2. Conversations flow naturally. You don't run out of things to talk about, and even silence feels meaningful. When two souls are meant to connect, communication becomes effortless, like you're speaking a language only the two of you understand. It's not about perfect words, it's about perfect understanding. 3. They mirror your energy. Psychology calls it emotional resonance. They reflect your emotions, not to mimic, but because they feel them too. When you're happy, they smile from the heart. When you're in pain, their silence holds empathy. It's as if your hearts beat in quiet rhythm, even miles apart. 4. You grow emotionally with them. Real love doesn't drain you. It develops you. With this person, you become more patient, more kind, more aware. You learn your emotional triggers. You heal your insecurities. They don't complete you. They help you remember who you are. 5. Fights don't break you. They build you. Arguments are not the end. They're just conversations spoken louder. When someone is meant for you, conflicts don't create distance. They create depth. You both care enough to fix, not to win. 6. They support your dreams, not just your days. They don't just love your present. They believe in your future. They encourage you to chase what sets your soul on fire. Love isn't about keeping each other small. It's about expanding together, growing side by side. 7. You can be vulnerable without fear. You can cry, break, and share your darkest thoughts, and they still look at you the same way. That's emotional safety. When someone is meant to be your life partner, your honesty doesn't scare them. It brings them closer. 8. You share a similar vision of life. Psychology says compatibility is not about liking the same food. It's about dreaming in the same direction. You both may be different, but your values align. Loyalty, peace, growth, honesty. It feels like you're walking two different paths that somehow lead to the same place. 9. You miss them in a peaceful way. It's not obsession. It's not dependency. It's a calm longing, a gentle awareness that a part of you is somewhere else. Even in their absence, your heart feels connected because it knows this bond doesn't depend on distance 10. You both choose each other. Everyday relationships that last aren't built on perfect moments. They're built on choice. Even on hard days, you both decide to stay, to communicate, to try again. That's love, not a feeling that fades, but a decision that strengthens. 11. Time with them feels healing. You may have been through heartbreaks before, but with them, healing feels easier. Psychology says the right partner helps regulate your emotions. Your body literally starts to trust love again. Their hug slows your heart rate. Their voice softens your anxiety. That's not ordinary. That's connection at the soul level. 12. You inspire each other to be better. They don't force you to change. They inspire you to evolve. Their presence makes you want to become a kinder, stronger, truer version of yourself. That's what real love does. It transforms, not controls. 13. You both can handle distance. Whether you talk daily or not, the bond doesn't fade. You both trust each other enough to let space breathe between you. Love doesn't need constant proof. It just needs truth. 14. You feel emotionally understood. Psychology says emotional attunement is the highest form of love. This person doesn't just hear your words, they feel your emotions hidden between them. Even your silence speaks volumes, and they listen. 15. You share an unexplainable bond. It's not something you can label or define. It's more like recognition, as if your souls have met before, in another lifetime, another form. When you look at them, something inside says, I've known you forever. 16. You both forgive. Easily love isn't about perfection. It's about understanding that humans make mistakes. When someone truly loves you, forgiveness comes easier than pride. You both value peace more than being right. 17. You see a future together, and it feels natural. You can visualize them in your future, not because you're forcing the thought, but because your mind naturally includes them in your dreams. You imagine holidays, homes, sunsets, and in every picture, their presence feels like it belongs. 18. You feel emotionally safe, even in silence. Real love doesn't always need words. Sometimes just sitting beside them in quietness feels complete. Your body relaxes, your mind slows down, because something in you knows you're with your person. 19. You both keep coming back to each other. Even if life creates distance, somehow you always reconnect. It could be months or years, but the bond never dies. Psychology calls this persistent emotional attachment. It's rare. It's deep. It's what happens when two energies are aligned beyond logic. 20. You feel grateful. Not just in love. This is the final and the truest sign. You don't just feel passion or attraction. You feel gratitude. You look at them and silently thank life, because you know this connection is not ordinary. It's the kind of love that changes you forever. Not because it's perfect, but because it's real. Maybe you're listening to this because a name came to your mind. Maybe deep inside, you already know who it is. Love isn't always about fireworks and intensity. Sometimes it's about peace, familiarity, and quiet joy. If this person brings out the calm within your chaos, if they make you feel understood, if your souls speak in silence, then maybe, just maybe, they were always meant to be your life partner. So trust the connection, protect it, and never take it for granted. Because when life gives you something that feels like home, you don't walk away, you stay. If someone's face came to your mind while listening, maybe that's the one your soul has already chosen.